All right, and John's actually going to let us do a bonus story. This is another person that he was seeing a while back, and he fell head over heels in love with this woman, and it was kind of hard to see him go through because it didn't work out. But he's got a funny story off of this. The woman, we'll call her Sarah. She preferred to speak in Bisaya or Tagalog, and he was even like learning Tagalog and Bisaya to try to be able to communicate with her better. And at this point in time, he was just like head over heels in love with this woman. And she was very nice, she was very sweet. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but he's getting over it. But there was this one exchange that they had. So what John used to do, as he explains it, when she would text him in Bisaya or Tagalog, sometimes he would have to copy and paste it into Google to see what she's actually saying. So at one point, and this again, keep in mind that he's head over heels in love with this woman and basically lovesick all the time. At one point, she says "uli nako," and it's U-L-I space N-A-K-O. It's Tagalog, and he didn't know what it meant. So basically, he took "uli nako," U-L-I-N-A-K-O, and plugged it into Google. And if you do that right now at your computer, you plug in "uli nako," the first response that comes up, if you look at it, if you don't look at the Tagalog and you just look at the English translation, it says it translates to "you are my beloved, you are my loved." So she sent this to him, and to this point she hadn't, expressed any affection like that. So he freaks out. He replies, "Ooh, kilig, kilig, kilig," and kilig is like when you're overcome with emotion from what somebody else does. And she replied, "Did you understand what I said?" He's like, yeah, sure, I understood. Oh my God. And then he actually double-checked the translation, and "uli nako" actually means "I'm going home." And this was pretty uproarious. This was pretty hilarious. I really love this story. When you type in "uli nako," the first translation that comes up is actually "ay nako," A-Y space N-A-K-O, which is actually "you are my beloved, you are my loved." So there was a little confusion there. He eventually told her about it, and a number of laughs were had by all, so that was a good thing. So you got to be careful sometimes when you're using Google to translate Tagalog or Bisaya, and you got to look at both words. You got to look at the original phrase and the translation. Don't just look at the translation. All right, so that's some stories about things getting lost in translation over here. Thanks again to John, thanks to Sarah and Katie for being involved with this. Again, I got to keep their identities private. But these are the types of things that can happen here. But again, comedy being based on tragedy, there's nothing more tragic than us and our responses to certain situations, and that's how life is. This is Ned over at My Philippine Dreams. See you next time. Bye. So John, Angel, no barking. Video.